Good afternoon, everyone. This is Councilmember Ruben Medina, Ward 3, running for re-election. Contacting you today to see if you got questions regarding your ballot. So I just got mine, so I want to make sure that you have the information that you need regarding some of the issues and concerns that are coming up. This ballot will contain, people to vote for in each of the wards, the at-large, also city school board, and also some ordinances. With that, if you haven't received your ballot, please reach out to 303-795-4200 or Aurora Votes 2025 for other questions and links to getting your ballot. And with that, I will open my ballot so we can look at what's inside. I always hate this process. All right, so we can figure it out. I get it open. All right. Make sure you put your voted once you drop your ballots off. So we've got our ballots.
Yep.
So I've received a ballot. If you haven't received yours, please look at it. So on here, you're going to see council members at large. You're going to be able to vote for 2 in Ward 3. Obviously, you got 2 choices there. And then certainly for Adams Arapahoe School Board, you're going to be able to vote for 4 people. So make sure you do that. Not vote for 1 or 2, but for 4. On the back, we have a few ballot measures. We have 3C, which kind of talks about the vacancies in council. So we've had a couple of those where someone resigns, maybe in the middle of their term. And we just want to put in place some procedures and processes so that we avoid a really long lapse time in between having a council member come on board and get vetted in that process. So that's what it's about, vetting the individual and making sure we have a process to be able to do that. Yes would mean basically that you are for us creating some kind of format to be able to vet and get that process going from there. A no would mean to leave it the way it currently is. And again, that's what that means. So it's not a very good, succinct process. 3D about the residency of the city manager. So again, I would preface it in that I'm a firm believer that in order to understand our community, you have to live in our community. And so a yes would mean that you don't really care where they live and they can live outside of our city and still run our city. No would be to keep the requirement and make sure that they ensure that they live in our community. The 3E question is about the prohibition of elected officials holding another office. So this would be like someone running for our city council and then also running for a state representative or a Senate office at the same time. To me, that would be a kind of a conflict of interest. So again, if you're voting yes for that, you're saying that they can do 2 jobs simultaneously, which I think would be an issue around constituency, and the issues and concerns are going to be different. So how you would navigate that, I think, would be pretty tough. A no would be to allow people to only hold 1 seat at a time. And I think you better understand your constituency and the needs and wants that they have there. And lastly, we have question 3F. This is to consider at-large members and ward-specific to separate offices like offices of the mayor, the purpose of the term limits established by Section 8 or Section of City Charter. So for this particular one, you're looking at making them kind of distinct so that people aren't running. So a yes would mean that you want to be able to run career politicians, basically is what I say. So I could run for my ward for 3 consecutive terms and then turn around and run for 3 consecutive terms of at large, and then potentially run 3 more terms and run for the mayor. So potentially I can make an entire career of running for the city of Aurora. I would say no, because I want to make sure that you have a certain amount of time and new ideas come up and younger people can be able to participate in the process. And so for me, I want to make sure that people understand both sides. Like say, I'm not leading one way or another, but I want you to understand, to really think these through. And what do you want? Again, just wrapping this all up, just remember to vote and put your ballot in by November 4th at 7 p.m. And with that, I will kind of see you in community. If I don't already see you now, we'll continue to see you in the community. And make sure to call me if you have questions or concerns or more elaboration on the amendments there at 303-906-4139. And we will see you all next month. Thank you.